Delpha, my dear. Are you hurt?
No, Ericos. Are there any more?
You're safe for now. I am General Ericos. This is Adelpha, my charge. You are to be commended for your assistance in helping me put down the Ionian threat.
I was happy to help, General. There are people in the village again. Would you escort the young lady safely back?
Of course, young warrior. And if there are any Ionians between here and there, I've got plenty more to give them.
There aren't any Ionians between here and there, are there?
The way is clear. Stay to the path and go straight back.
Come, Adelpha. No one will stand in our way.
You're sure it's clear?
It will be once I'm done. For Athena!
Thank you. I was hoping you'd find me out here.
You were aware of our presence?
In a sense. In Athena's sanctuary, we could feel the passage of time, but not as you do. Others who have come, we see only as passing shadows. But you are clear to us. As you approached, I could see fully again. I'm glad you came when you did. Not for my own sake, you understand, but for the child's.
What child?
Demetria, a young girl. She has a terrible fever. Eleni was watching over her while I went to find herbs.
Cassia, do you know what's happened in the temple?
Not since I left to tend to Demetria. I was serving as the High Priestess Medusa's personal healer. So I have seen firsthand the changes that have occurred in the temple since Phaedon arrived. Changes to our laws, our customs, and to Medusa herself.
What happened to Medusa?
Medusa was always a bit vain. Athena, forgive me for saying so. It is her great weakness. Phaedon played to that vanity. He feeds her constant flattery. She was once serious and concerned about her station and the people. But more and more, she has ceded her authority to Phaedon, while she spends her days in idle amusement.
How did Phaedon influence your customs?
The temple and the village were once closely joined. The priest would often come to the Ring of Virtues and speak with the people directly. They would even bring the fleece there and use it to heal the suffering. Phaedon stopped all that. Ordinary people are no longer allowed in the temple, and the fleece is not allowed out.
What were the changes to the law?
Before, we had a system of laws that were established so that everyone would know them. Phaedon gave more powers to the judges, allowing them to decide cases as they personally saw fit. Of course, Phaedon often sits as judge himself.
Go, Cassia. Return to the village where it's safe.
I will. I just pray I'm not too late to save Demetria.
Here did proud Arachne hang herself after realizing the folly of her arrogance. The weaver, whose skill was flawless but whose wisdom wasn't, chose to challenge Athena herself. Arachne wove a tapestry disrespectful to the gods. When compared to the noble work of Athena, Arachne could not bear her shame. Athena took pity on Arachne and turned her lifeless form into a spider.
Turned into a spider? Ugh, nasty things.
The hero of Kithra returns!
Jazon of Jolkos, behold the fulcrum of justice. This mace was once used as the ceremonial scepter of the leader of the Silver Order. We hereby present it to you as an honorary member of the Order and a hero of Kithra.
3 cheers! Hail, hail! 3 cheers! Hail, hail! 3 cheers! Hail, hail!
Thank you all. May your order long flourish.
Bless Ericos, he means well. But thank Athena you arrived when you did.
That was some battle we had. We must have slain 50 of those Ionians between us.
There, child. How does that feel?
Better. It's not as hot anymore.
You've done it, Cassia. Thank you.
Thank the herbs, not me. Or this man and his friends, or yourself for that matter, for pointing them to me. Without you all, I'd still be in the swamps.
Few deeds are done alone. We all played a part.
You both are humble and strong with Athena. I'm afraid I still have much to learn.
Worry not, Eleni. No matter who you are, life will freely provide you many lessons in humility.
Wait for Uncle! Wait by virtues! Athena's watching.
Kyrinos, your uncle Polemon is on his way. He says to wait a little longer.
Yes, Kiri, wait! There is wisdom in doing what wisdom says. Kiri, wait for Uncle here! Kiri, wait for Uncle here! Discipline is the order that allows freedom.
Kiri, there's a good boy.
Uncle! Kiri, wait like you said! Kiri, wait like you said!
Good lad. Thank you, all of you. I'll watch over Kiri now.
Jazon, on behalf of Kithra Village, I want to thank you. You have restored not just the Ring of Virtues, but our people as well.
It was Athena's will that you be saved. Now, our business lies in the temple.
Be careful. Ionians followed Perseus inside before the gates closed, and Phaeton may still be there as well.
Anyone else still thinking about that little girl? Strixa. That was it. What happened to her?
I have a feeling we'll see her again.
What do you mean?
Ahead lies the Temple of Athena, sanctuary of the Golden Fleece. Praise and glory to Athena the bright-eyed, Athena the virgin, Athena of the city.
Why does a temple need to be so large? The Nisiros prefer to pray in nature, out in the forest, or near the water's edge. The last place I'd want to speak to my gods would be among the cold stones of such a place.
Temples are often more than just places to pray, Atalanta. They are where people gather to share news, or discuss their concerns, or decide important matters. At some temples, people receive healing or take part in sacred ceremonies, such as marriage or sacrifice.
I suppose. Still, seems like they could do all that in a smaller space.
These panels tell the story of the origins of the Golden Fleece. When this temple was first built, Athena herself inspired the artists. Would you like me to narrate?
Tell us the tale, Pan.
As you wish. When Zeus claimed dominion over land and sky, not all of the vanquished Titans were sent to Tartarus. Those who did not oppose Olympus were spared, including the brothers Prometheus and Epimetheus. These artful brothers were charged by Zeus to create both man and beasts to populate the new Olympian world.
Continue, Pan.
Epimetheus worked first and created the beasts. He gave to each their qualities. The birds were given flight, the bear was made strong, the horse swift, the peacock beautiful.
What happened next?
Prometheus then set about creating man, only to discover all the good qualities had been given to the beasts. Man would be a flawed creation. But to make up for this, Prometheus gave him two great gifts: an upright form in the image of the gods, and knowledge of fire, stolen from Olympus. With these gifts, Prometheus knew man would gain superiority over the beasts and the birds and the fish.
What happened next?
Epimetheus was jealous of his brother's craft, not wishing to be judged the lesser by Zeus. And so he made one more beast, taking back all the qualities from the others and giving them to this new creation. When he was done, there stood a magnificent golden ram. Epimetheus boasted that man was inferior to his creation in every way.
What happened next?
Crafty Prometheus suggested they bring their two creations together to better judge their qualities. Prometheus knew that despite two great gifts, man also had vices, among them jealousy and a hunger for power.
Vice is shared by centaurs as well.
Continue, Pan.
When the two were placed together, the man quickly saw that the ram was beautiful, potent, and completely trusting. Seeing this, the man fashioned a spear, slew the ram, and took its hide, which he then wore as a proud raiment.
The ram's hide is the golden fleece.
As old as mankind, a symbol of both his vice and his virtue.
So would the golden ram be considered the first hunt?
Continue, Pan.
The Titan brothers were sent to Tartarus, Prometheus for stealing fire, and Epimetheus for creating the ram. The gods of Olympus then argued about what to do with the fleece. Zeus wanted to destroy it, but Hermes believed it should remain in the world to ensure everything done could be undone. Ultimately, a compromise was reached. The fleece would remain in the mortal world, provided it was kept under the care of wise Athena.
Hermes would be the one to argue in favor of the fleece.
What of this next panel?
And so the fleece was kept here at Athena's temple on Kythra, guarded by her priests. Athena gave a drop of her divine blood to her first high priest as a boon to assist in this sacred duty. And so the bloodline of Athena was established.
There's a lesson for us all in that tale. Well done, Pan.
The pleasure is mine.
An interesting tale, though no mention of women, I notice. If it was a woman placed before the ram, her ego would not have been so threatened, I think.
Come, let's go.
Three more are waiting for you here, but these three do not know they wait.
There is one thing I don't understand, Strixa. Or should I say, Athena. Why make the people of Kythra wait all these years before setting them free?
And what should they have been set free to? A ravaged island? A shuttered temple? Their leaders dead? I have preserved my people, protected them until the arrival of someone who could truly save them. I believe you might be that person. Your resolve on your quest has shown me as much. Will you prove me right?
If this is your will, then I will try. What must be done?
3 more cases you must weigh. 3 more judgments you must cast. The 3 who remain bear the burden of this island's fate. Phaedon, Perseus, and Medusa.
The High Priestess. She is here?
She must be judged last, after the other 2. Only then will you be ready to confront the one in whom I place the greatest trust.
Where do I find Perseus?
In the Hall of Guardians, to the east. Perseus carries my blood, and so has not been preserved like the others, but he is in his own form of stasis. You must learn if he has the strength to bring an end to this.
Where is Phaedon?
Phaedon is in the Hall of Philosophers, to the west. You must uncover the truth. Find out what part he played in Kithra's tragedy.
We will find these 3.
Remember, those outside could not be held responsible for the crimes that have occurred. They were worthy of being saved. Those inside the temple, however, must be judged by you. And be sure they will resist such judgment.
When did you figure out Strixa was Athena?
There's something strange about a little girl living alone in a swamp, is there not? Particularly one with gray eyes.
I knew there was something odd about her. She moved without making a sound. Where to, Jason? Phaedon to the west, or Perseus to the east?
We must deal with both before we're done. Come. The Hall of Guardians. Here train the soldiers of the Temple Guard. Here they take their vows of discipline, courage, and humility. One spear can change the course of destiny. Motto of the Temple Guard of Kithra.
It sounds like Perseus truly believed that motto. After all, he ran back here for the spear of virtue.
We're heading east. That would be toward Perseus.
Athena, I have failed you. I am unworthy of your grace. But let me prove my devotion. If it takes 100 lifetimes, I will prove myself to you. Come no further. I am Perseus, guardian of this temple, and I will know your purpose.
I am Jason, king of Jolkos. My purpose is you or your sister. I need your help to reclaim the Golden Fleece. Perseus, the people of Kithra live again. We've saved those we could.
The people have endured their judgment. I endure mine. Only I can atone for my own failure. You are not here to save me.
What judgment do you endure?
Athena has turned away from me. I can only hope to prove my devotion, so that she one day favors me again. I should have never left the temple after Phaedon and his corruption took hold. I should have stopped him. To stand against him, I would have had to oppose my sister, but I couldn't do it. So I left. I abandoned my duty, and now I'm doomed to never leave again.
Where is your sister, Perseus?
She endures her own trial. She failed Athena as well, by succumbing to vanity and allowing Phaedon to corrupt her. But she is less at fault than me. I knew what was happening and failed to prevent it.
I need your help, Perseus. Can you leave the temple?
Here is where I failed my goddess. Here is where I must atone.
Don't hide from the world. Atone by bringing Athena's virtues to others.
You don't understand. I will not leave my sister behind. I did that once, and will forever regret it. I will train and pray for eternity if need be, and prove our devotion for the both of us.
If you will not leave, then I must find Medusa.
Do not go near my sister.
I have no quarrel with you, Perseus.
You are mistaken. If you try to see my sister, then we most certainly have a quarrel.
Your sister can't hide forever. She is accountable, just like Phaedon, just like you.
That is not for you to decide.
Perhaps Athena fulfills her will through me. Have you thought of that?
Now you spew forth blasphemy! Do not claim Athena's favor here. Phaedon once spoke as you did. He too was only here to help. Perhaps you are here to test me, to see if I'll let another outsider prey upon my sister. Not this time.
Enough of this.
The spear! You have Athena's grace. Oh, Athena, what have I done?
You've spent too long thinking about what you have done. The question is, what will you do now? Where is your sister, Perseus?
She lies behind the waterfall. She is changed. I tried to protect her. Perhaps the time for protection is over. The spear of virtue. Only the one who holds this spear is allowed passage through the waterfall. Take it. To the west is the Hall of Philosophers. You will find Phaedon there. If you truly serve Athena's will, finish him, and then seek out my sister through the waterfall. Let the judgment be complete.
Thank you, Perseus.
Athena surely acts through you. She's chosen one better than I to bring peace again to Kithra. Take care, Jazon. My sister is different now. She will not listen to reason like I did.
The Hall of Philosophers. Let all who speak within do so in the pursuit of wisdom and justice. Let speech come from the heart, and debate come from the head.
The Nisiros have a simple rule when it comes to speeches. Finish speaking before your audience finishes listening.
Another useful piece of advice. Let the learned speak. Let the wise listen.
Someone speaking. A group of people.
It sounds like a debate.